Now, a bit of a question. Do people want me to go through the campaign? Or would you rather me do a sandbox game? The campaign is split up into small chunks. You typically get some sort of specific goal, usually not too difficult, and quite often you'll start with some resources, whereas a sandbox game is you've got the end goal of building a missile defense system to protect your colony defenses, your colony ships from the alien defenses, and it's quite a long process to get there. I am well, in fact, Bodsy. Thank you very much for asking. Very well. It shall be the sandy boxy then. And yes, the chat delay will be quite large because there is a bit of a video delay. So that's Twitch, not me, I'm afraid. So we're going to be going to new game. Terrain segmentation. I'm going to leave most of these on normal, I think, except for enemy bases. I'm going to make them big, just because. Richness I'm going to leave there, just so that I have to attack many enemy bases in order to get the alien artifacts. But everything else should be okay. Alright then, let us generate. It will take a few moments to do this. Now you're going to have to let me know whether the sound in the game is okay or not. I have tweaked it a little bit and tried to balance it, but you will have to let me know if that's okay. This is the Factorio free play. Your task is to prepare a planet for colonizing forces from Earth. Landing ships would be an easy target for attacks from the native bases. However, they can be protected by a rocket defense. You will need to research advanced technologies, and it really does mean that it's going to take a long time. In order to unlock the rocket defense, start small, work your way up with automation, and don't forget to protect from the natives. Oh, those natives. Okay, wow, we've started in a heavily forested area. My goodness. Okay, let's have a look. There's a ridiculous amount of oil on this map. I'm fairly certain the oil is the large pink blobs, but not too much copper. Stone, coal, copper, iron. No. We need to explore a bit. As you may notice, the game looks much better, much more full. The biomes are a bit more diverse, and the plants and other objects and props in the game world are different, and it looks like we've got a fair few aliens up there. We will be avoiding them. Let's move around a bit. I would recommend this game, Skeletal Soup. I've had stupid amounts of fun on it. Another enemy base. Damn it, right next to the copper too. Oh, we're going to have a lot of fighting early on. But until we actually have any pollution, it's not going to get too bad. But as I was saying, Skeletal Soup, my current single-player game that I'm playing up through, I've got about 50, 60 hours invested in it, and I'm probably only about halfway to 3/4, maybe somewhere in between, to the end goal of getting the rocket defense. My good God, it's a sea of copper. And there are no... Well, there are aliens down there. There is this tiny little patch of iron right in the middle here. Well, we appear to be hemmed in. Let's see. Well, we are going to need to start somewhere. Let's check out what we've got. We've got 8 plates. We want a pickaxe. At least one. There we go. We've got a burner mining drill and a smelter. We'll start on the iron since, well, we're going to need a lot of that for everything else. Let's go ahead and place that down and also pop that down. Early on, I think funding your economy with wood is probably faster since you get 5 wood or more sometimes off trees for very little time spent mining them, if you like, with your pickaxe. Really game. But coal, on the other hand, I mean, it burns a lot longer, but it takes you a hell of a lot more to actually get enough coal to power stuff. Because it takes you just forever to mine it. We're going to need more stone, though. Let's see. There's a little bit of stone there by the looks of it. Let's find you, stone. Where are you? Stone? Stone? Aha! I see you. I may well upload it to YouTube as well. Depends if I get enough done. And we're going to want early game, probably 3 burner mining drills and 3, well, no, you won't need 3 smelters, but you will need 2. We've already got 1. Right, we want another smelter. We're going to need more iron plates for this, which is unfortunate. We're going to need another smelter as well. That's for the 2 that we need there. And, right, okay, so 3 in total. 2 to be used to make mining drills. And 1 for actually smelting down copper. There we go. Yeah, you can get really, really into this. I mean, it's like most games with this kind of crafting. You can build up as you want to. Like, you can have varying degrees of automation. If you want to make everything automated, it can take you a long time, but it's really satisfying to get a factory complex that can handle that sort of stuff. Or you can get involved to varying degrees yourself. Personally, I like having my factory do everything for me because I'm lazy. But that's just me. You might play it differently. Now, where would be best for the copper? That one's probably better. And there's also coal there. So we're going to head in this direction. Yes, you don't need your pickaxe to chop down trees. And it is marginally faster to chop down a tree without a pickaxe than it is to try and mine without a pickaxe. But it is possible to do both. How? I don't know, but I guess I'm not going to worry too much about that. I think this guy went to the Minecraft school of resource gathering. There we go. Alright, now, this is going to be important. We'll just set that up for now to get some coal, and then we'll start ferrying that between our iron and copper. Oh, this is such a bad start, but it's going to be interesting trying to deal with this map. Because our iron supplies are terrible. We are going to have to expand quite early on. Might even... Well, actually, in a way, it's kind of good because it'll give me a reason to set up a long-distance rail network, not nail retwork. My goodness, I need some more tea. I've not actually played around with drones too much, to be perfectly honest. I usually just make fire bases with lasers connected to massive electricity networks and lure my enemies back to the lasers and then just gradually creep my defenses closer to their bases until my defenses take out their bases. I kind of play most strategy games like that, if I'm perfectly honest. I'm a bugger for it in Supreme Commander. Right, we do want to get some more stone. It would be good if that was automated, and since we are fairly safe from the aliens right now, though with pollution this is going to ramp up, we'll do that. I'll actually take some coal for that as well. There we go. Logistics drones are fun. I quite like them. But you do have to put quite a lot of research into them before they become really useful to you. Alright, let's get one of these. Now this should sort us out for a little while. And I also want a chest. There we go. I'm not going to make that a big chest because really that's going to get filled up with rocks so quickly. About you, let's take that. Now, I tend to play the early game fairly conservatively, just with little burner drills. I don't try to make the early game very cumbersome automation. I tend to just go straight for steam power and then set up proper electric mining and things like that. Let's see. I'm not so much a turtle. I like to think of myself more as a porcupine. See, a turtle has very strong defenses should you attack it, but the porcupine has very dangerous defenses should you attack it. And that's generally how I play. I like to leave some sort of opening in my defensive to lure people in. You know, I always kind of make it look like it's going to be easy, and then too late, they're in there. All my cloaked units stop being cloaked and utterly destroy everything. That's the way I usually play. I have a great deal of satisfaction playing like that. Alright, let's get a pump. Now, where would be the best? I think probably somewhere in the middle. In fact, this place would be fairly good later on because I could have several pumps lining this lake, all pumping into a central amount of sort of a central pipe leading up to some steam engines. I mean, if I was going to have to be some sort of turtle thing, I would probably not be a turtle, but I don't know. I'd be a pangolin. Yes, that would be what that is my spirit animal. A pangolin. Now, pipes I need. Right. All need... See, these have gone up so much more in expense, but I really do like having these. And then we'll just grab a couple more. Damn it, I really I need to get to the point that I've got lights. I hate the nights in this game because they are actual proper nights. When it gets really dark, you can't see a bloody thing, except where you've got your torch pointing. Alright, let's split those up. We're not going to need as much in these. Oh, that's an interesting sound. I haven't heard that one before. Also, I guess it would make sense if I put some coal into the thing that's making coal. Well, I guess if you put it like that, it's not as cool sounding, but yes, basically. Right. For now... Yeah, I'll bring it up to about here and then start moving it up. And we want... Oh, damn. They make pairs. I thought they made individual ones. My goodness, they got a long range now. That is very new. They didn't used to have that kind of range before. I'm going to need a good few more of these. Hey, Slacker. Right. Want a middle conveyor belt. And then inserters on either side. Here we go. This is usually how I set up a steam engine network. We are going to need boilers, which means we need more stone. And I can't see anything. Stupid night being night-like. May as well top. Well, actually, I probably won't need to top this up. It's probably still going strong. Okay. Right, while I'm on the move, I'm going to need... We'll start simple with 6. 3 on each side. And then we'll top you up as well. There we go. We're going to need a lot of iron for this. Okay. Now we're cooking with fire. In fact, you know, I'll just put them there. Right, next we're going to need some conveyor belts. Unfortunately, these require quite a lot of iron to make. So, back up here, I guess. Only 8. That is not enough iron. Nevertheless, I shall use it. And let's go make sure the copper is doing okay. Give the iron mine a little bit more time to get some iron. This is the other reason why I like to rush straight to electricity, so I can actually have the electric miners, because they gather a lot more resources, or at least they gather them much faster. Alright, we will want this to come down. Now the question is, if I recall correctly, where's the electric? Ah, here they are. I want to see just how much room this covers. So I could have 5 powered. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's get some more of these then. Watermelon flavored rolling papers? What kind of weirdo are you? Why are you rolling on paper? And some more stone. Actually, no, we don't need more stone. I need iron. Ah, damn you, iron. My weakness. I'm going to mine the shit out of you once I've got electricity, though. Right. Let's get these going. Another 2 of those and 1 steam engine. Now, and more iron. Ah, damn you. Okay, now, basically I'm going to have these going up there in much this pattern along the way, and I'll have boilers in between with inserters, and that'll just be to top up the heat as the heat moves through the chain of steam engines. It seems to work quite well from what I've experimented with so far. The only problem is getting enough iron to do it. Right, we also need plenty of this. Now, how much am I going to need for that? We're going to need crazy amounts of iron. So, you know what? I'll wait on that. I'll just have this set up to pass power along, and then get an electric mining drill going first. The resource nodes, well, this is a really small iron node, honestly. It'll last for a fair while, depending on how aggressively you're mining, but this won't support a base of any real size for any sort of appreciable length of time. Especially early game, because you're going to be using a lot of your metal to make bullets. So, yeah, that's what I was saying. This is really going to force me to have to go out and make an expansion base fairly early on. Otherwise, we're just not going to manage. Now, let me just set these up. Ooh, a little bit too far away. And let's be a little bit more conservative with my iron. I don't have enough to just be spending it like that. Alright. Well, while we're waiting, I can go ahead and place this. Ah, damn, it's just out of range. That always happens with the first one until you've got the higher power electric poles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up ready. There we are. And then from this point on, you can just expand them out. I think the max range. Oh no, just one shy of max range. So, for example, they would continue up like this, connecting the various steam engines. And then from this one, I'm going to bring this one along to about there. That'll do. Right. Now, finally, electric mining drill. You can turn off straight away. You're just wasting my coal now. You can have the rest of it. You're welcome to steal any of my ideas, Zemalf. More than welcome. There we go. Right, is that not... Oh, it won't be receiving power yet, because I haven't put any coal in burners, have I? I just put all my coal up there. Damn it. Right, okay. Let's get you guys going. Let's warm this water up a little bit. There we go. Right, that should get us plenty of iron for now. Once I set up the second one there, will have quite a lot of energy output. One thing I really like, this was added a while ago now, but I still really enjoy this feature, is just being able to click on any, right click on any energy pole, and you can actually see a graph for your energy usage, what's draining, what's producing. That becomes really, really important later on when you've got, when you're starting to rely more heavily on solars, so that you can see how much you're producing in the day, thus how much you can afford to store in your capacitors ready for the night. Can get a little bit hairy, at least when you're first starting out and you don't have that many solars or that many capacitors. You don't want to end up relying on enormous battery farms because they take so many resources to make. Let's top up our wood supplies for now. But now that we've got this, we can actually start looking at setting up a couple of these with conveyor belts leading into, well, I could even start that now, just a very early smelting facility. I think that would probably be wise. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll make it really simple to start with. We don't need to be too complex with this. And this one as well. Well, it's a very good game, Scriptwolf. I strongly recommend it. And there are very few games that I feel confident to make an unreserved recommendation, but I defy anyone not to enjoy this. I'm going to need to move these down. Also, I'll need to bring more power down here, but we should be okay. Alright. I'll bring it out to about there. Now, if you were clever, you would set this up so that they were using both sides of the conveyor belt, but that will come later on. For now, just getting them to actually have a smelting facility is my priority rather than making it too efficient. Let's get rid of you. There we go. Alright. We are starting to cook with fire. Not literally, you understand? That would be awesome. But alas, no. That's going to be a bit of a pain. These electric poles do not have the best range, unfortunately. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to stagger them like that. And as Zemalf has pointed out, this game is terrible if you're OCD. This is a really bad game if you're OCD. There's no way I'm going to be able to make that look nice. I hate you sometimes, Factorio. Alright, let's get some of these. Now, for now, I'm just going to be loading these with coal and wood manually, but soon I'll actually set up a... Well, I could have the coal. It's a long way away. Have I got any coal nearer? No, not really. Okay, well, I may try and get some early coal distribution coming along there, because I'm going to need the coal coming over here to fuel this anyway, so I can have it split off and just help with the smelting up here. In fact, that is, as much as I'm going to hate myself for doing this, it is going to be temporary. So I'll just keep telling myself that, and I'll ignore the fact that it's not even. I don't know. I might break before then, but let's hope not. I'm going to need more stone. I'm exactly the same. I always tell myself, no, function before form, and then it never happens because I'm a slave. Slave to my OCD. We need a lot more stone, but thankfully we're going to have quite a bit of it. In fact, you can carry on working. And while I'm over here, I may as well pick up some copper as well. And top you up. Hello, Irish butter. You can have a look at the research tree. I don't have anything to start the research yet, but... and this isn't everything. Well, these ones that have numbers next to them, they upgrade. So, for example, once you've researched gun turret damage 1, you can get gun turret damage 2 will unlock. So, what you're looking at here isn't everything there is to research. But it is a good indication of how much there will be. Alright, let's get a couple more of these going. And have I got enough? Yes, I have. Fantastic. In that case, we will have that one as well. Okay. Progress. It is being made. Slowly, but surely. In fact, I'm going to steal some of your coal. There we go. Now we've got 4 of those working. That is going to be good. But as you can see, because they're not using up the iron fast enough, this one was getting blocked. Generally speaking, you want to avoid that wherever possible. Oh no! Don't let me get in the way of your studies, mate. That is bad, bad times. Right, we need more coal again. But with all of that iron over there, we should be able to get a conveyor belt from the coal mine up fairly quickly. And the first priority is to get the coal going into your steam engines, because obviously you don't want those to run out of fuel. Okay. Right, we're going to need lots of iron. I'm just going to take it out of the smelters manually for now. Later on, when you've got really good production, they will actually get completely blocked up. So at that point, you want to have inserters pulling it out of the smelters and like into a chest or another conveyor belt. But this early on, it really isn't going to be an issue for us. Let's get plenty of that now. Yeah, we should be okay. Gonna need another electric mining drill soon, though. What I'm doing now is I'm just clearing the way ready for the conveyor belt that I'm going to be bringing through. Since they added all of the extra props, it makes the game so much prettier, but I do have a bit of trouble working out what is a shrub and what is an actual tree that's going to block my path. No, the multiplayer isn't in yet. I'm not really sure what their plans are with that. I believe there's plans for multiplayer, but when, how it'll be done, I really don't have details. But the forums are a good place to look at that sort of thing. Okay, that should be a good enough conveyor belt for now. Right now, I'm not going to worry about going all the way up the top there, but later on that will be necessary because there is no space. Well, I suppose well, no. There is really no space in this design for you to have conveyor belts running under the steam engines or anything like that. I suppose you could have a gap using the pipes, the bridge pipes. That would probably be useful. The underground pipes, rather. Wow, what is a bridge but an underground crossing? An overground tunnel, I mean. I'm messing up my words. It's still far too early. For me, anyway. I went to sleep far too late last night. And yes, I probably will upload this to YouTube. So if you need to go and do homework or anything like that, I urge you, put that far, far higher in your list of priorities than watching me stream. Even if you missed this stream, even if I wasn't going to be uploading it to YouTube later, that is just still, it's not even comparable. Alright, let's get these across. Alright, this will be good. Now I just need... Oh, actually we can... They're actually fairly close. I can probably have conveyor belts nearby that can hook up to all of that. I'm going to need a few more electricity rods. There we go. Oh, there are aliens around. Those tiny little red dots are aliens. Those large red squares are alien bases that spawn them, or defenses, which do remarkable amounts of damage to you if you aren't paying attention. So yes, don't annoy the aliens. It never works out well.